Share a photo or video of your happy moment in a First Choice haircut or salon and hashtag it with FC Happy for a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Visit fchappy.com to learn more.
For me, when I'm watching potential NHL players, they have to be able to skate. Skating gives them time and space gives them the ability to use their skills. So for Walter, even though he's a defenseman, he still has to have lots of skill, and the skating will give him the time to use it.
I know that Liam O'Brien, among many of the players out here today, again, Liam working with Jill on the power skating, and I guess it doesn't matter what stage of your career, you have to continue to focus and work on.
Well, you do, and we have Barb Underhill with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and she works with all our guys, from the guys on our team to our junior guys. So there's always room for improvement. Guys are always looking for an advantage. A person like Liam is looking for 1%, 2%, 3% of a jump to put himself in the National Hockey League. And he's figured out, he's come to Jill, and he's figured out that it's the skating, and he needs to improve his quickness and his speed. And all NHL players, it's a shockingly fast game now.
Walter's pretty fluid, pretty good skater to start with. Liam, perhaps that's one area that he's always had to work at, but both, regardless of the type of player you are, it's a must.
It's a must. It's a must. The game's really changed. The old big defenseman or the big power forward, if they can't move, they can't play anymore. And I think you saw Pittsburgh. Everybody's going to watch what Pittsburgh did this year, and they're going to model speed, the third and fourth lines. They're not used to be the big, tough guys. They'll have a guy that's got some strength and power, but you have to play with power and speed and quickness, and then you have to be able to pass and shoot a puck. So I know those sound like simple qualities, but they're hard to find. And guys separate themselves if they have 2 or 3 or 4 of those things that they can do.
So a number of players. So if you're working with a number of players, including pros like Liam O'Brien. Skating today, the game, it seems to be becoming more and more emphasis placed on it every passing year. Just tell me from your perspective the importance and how critical it is for a player who wants to continue to develop.
I know from my husband Darryl, who works for Tampa Bay, skating is huge. And for a player like Liam, who's in the AHL, just working on a few aspects of his game can set him up for success as far as potential for the NHL. You have to be able to skate. It's got to be your foundation. And if you can have a good foundational skating, plus can do all of the stuff to make you more dynamic, you've got much more better chance to reach the higher levels.
And how much can a player improve in the off season? I mean, obviously it's the off season, and yet they're still on the ice. I do understand that, but over the course of a summer, how much could a player improve?
I think they can really improve. I've got a couple Q players that they just don't get the chance to focus on the skating, and if they're not, sometimes they don't even get a lot of development, depending on the team. Some teams do a really good job, and some teams don't have skating and skill coaches. So some of the kids I've worked with, I've seen huge improvements, and can't wait for them to try until they start camp, because I see huge improvements in them.